I also managed to meet Tyler, one of my oldest friends, at least, actually I can safely say my oldest friend in Canada. All right, so this is Tyler. Tyler is a friend of mine for 25 plus years.
Yeah.
We met at a time when I didn't speak English yet, which I know it doesn't sound like it was a long time ago, but it actually was. We were part of this exchange scholarship program between Canada and Hungary, and that's how I actually made it to North America. And him and I, we connected immediately. We lost touch, and then we reconnected, lost touch, and then finally we reconnected properly, and now our kids and our wives and everyone is friends. It doesn't matter that we live several thousand miles apart. So we were thinking about talking about friendships. So we've been hiking here for a while, and we talked about kids, sports, success. Tyler has a very successful landscaping company. Also, he's an extraordinary athlete. I know he doesn't consider himself that way, but I know he is. Anyone who goes down on black diamonds backwards and stuff like that while asleep, you know, it's pretty good.
I want to see the video for that one.
But you were asleep. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, has a very good way of going about life. Didn't necessarily have the simplest life, just like, you know, any of us. Everyone has the ups and downs, but came out on the other side with a very healthy family, a really good company, and you know. So we wanted to talk about friendships, but you know, there's maybe more.
There were so many parallels, so many things that were similar, stuff that was going on in our lives that were struggles with kids or families or jobs or people, and to, you know, to have that sort of commonality, to have that the ability to talk with each other has been pretty impressive. It was amazing.
Yeah, and it's funny because sometimes when you have connection with people, and I had a few connections like that in my life, that I meet someone, we spent about 7 months literally every day together. So that was very intense at the beginning of our friendship, and then we went our separate ways. But anytime we meet back up, I mean, it takes 2 seconds, and probably everyone has this kind of relationship and experiences, but it is really beautiful that how you can evolve towards the same direction, even though locally you're totally in different places, and you can just pick it up like that, right?
We've set a good foundation.
Yeah.
We did that for ourselves, and obviously that program that we were on was instrumental, I think, in a way to create that a bit for us, to show us a path, to show us what it's like to work together as a team, to be with, you know, you with a major language barrier, us with a cultural difference in something that we didn't know because we were young.
We were 19 when we met, and we got to know each other, and I was always wondering about my good friend, what direction is he gonna go? Because there was this wild streak, which was really cool, you know, but
when you're 19.
When you're 19, but if you take that route, I work with folks who went with that route, and they had a sufferfest, and they really had really difficult experiences mid-30s on. So I was so surprised when we reconnected that he actually didn't go that direction. You know, he was able to cultivate it, and then eventually went another way. And I kept saying to him, and you know, even now I keep saying that you're so fucking nice. I didn't think you're gonna be this nice. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting how you have options, and then you make choices. And it's interesting to watch how people make the choices and reflect your own life, looking at their choices.
The positivity, the being happy, the energy and stuff like that, it takes work. It takes a lot of work. So I'm not always that way. There's stresses in everyone's lives. There are things that come into you, the external factors, the pressures of your job or social pressures or whatever. So I'm not always that way. And I know my wife would be loving to giving her 2 cents about my road rage or my snap about this, that, or something irrelevant. But yeah, being happy, it's better. It's nice to have the good energy and the positive vibe. It takes work. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and without striving for perfection.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that we all, you know, the pop culture constantly puts out these perfect scenarios, seemingly perfect scenarios, right? Love stories that looking like a dream when you watch a movie. But in real life, usually the stuff that really bonds people are the things that are not so entertaining, right? If you have an argument, you have a misunderstanding, and you actually buckle down, you face your ego, and then you figure it out with someone who matters to you, And it's usually really tough and difficult and grungy, but you come out on the other side and you're like, you know, I just figured something out that will serve me in my friendships, at my work, in whatever I do.
Whether it's sports or family or friends, there are hard parts, and you have to appreciate the stuff that's hard to really appreciate the good stuff.
Yeah, the easy.
Yeah.
You never appreciate the easy if you never had it hard.
Yeah, you'll really appreciate when it's good if you can buckle down and understand when it's bad and be able to work through that.
Yeah.
No.
The duality of distance and closeness, bad and good, pretty and ugly. They don't exist without each other, and that's really interesting. Yeah, with friendships. I mean, we never really had a hard part of our relationship, the distance, and not drifting apart.
Yeah.
And making the effort to actually eventually reconnecting, right? And we appreciate it because we know it could have easily gone another way, and just forget about it, and it's just a nice memory, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I look forward to see the next 25, 30 years and see where it's going.
Yeah.
You know,
it is impressive, the years, the distance, and everything, but it still comes back in just to a few moments, and just like, gotta love it. Love you, man. Fucking love you.
These deep connections are so important. We could really just keep talking non-stop and on and on and on.
There you go. Now this is a perfect place to swim. This, not down there, not what I just showed you, but this would be a nice place to swim.
But after that long hike, we need something to fuel up again. And what's better to do than licking some ice cream? Especially if the store that holds the world's Guinness record for the most flavored ice cream in one location. How about that?
Yeah, so this is what I chose. It's really good. It's a lemon meringue and Ferrero chocolate.
And guys, that's a wrap on my Vancouver trip. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Always much chi. Ciao, bye.